Hello, everybody. This is your main man Keith here from Keith Plays PS4 927. Happy Tuesday morning to all my awesome viewers on this awesome channel. Today, we are in week 17 of our Madden NFL 24 Create-A-Player franchise series for the Tristan Yannick series, and we are at home against the New Orleans Saints at Raymond James Stadium. So, we faced the New Orleans Saints earlier this regular season back at week 4. We won big over there 77-6 at the Superdome, as you guys may recall. And as of now, the Saints don't even have any wins in their division overall, meaning they don't qualify for the playoffs. So they're out of the playoff picture. So here we are at the number 2 seed. And we would face off against the San Francisco 49ers if the playoffs ended today. But we got only one more week left, and we play Carolina. So, in our projected Super Bowl opponent, the Chargers are still at the number 1 seed, and the Chiefs had won and the Bengals lost. So, they play against each other again, and then I think if the Bengals win that, they take that number 7 spot. So we'll see you guys at kickoff.
Today, from Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida, it's a special New Year's Eve edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
Quite a cloudy game in the Gulf of Florida.
As we'll see Baker Mayfield and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on Derek Carr and the New Orleans Saints.
All right, so here are the records right now. So both Carolina and us have 13 wins in all, but we do have 2 ties in the regular season. That's why we got pushed back to the number 2 spot of the playoffs instead of the number 1. So the Philadelphia Eagles obviously are the number 1 seeded team. So we might see them in the playoffs, but that would be pretty sweet if they would come back to Tampa. So this is obviously going to be a 1st down and 10. So we get to see Derek Carr, the former Oakland Raiders quarterback, stepping onto the field for the first time for the New Orleans Saints in this game. So Derek Carr stepping back. That's going to be incomplete. So this is now 2nd down and 10 now. So we're going to blitz on the defense. So this is going to be a 2nd down and 10. So it looks like that Derek Carr, he's stepping back. He's going to end up getting sacked. And yes, we do get a fumble recovery. So this means it will be the first turnover of the game for the New Orleans Saints, as Tampa Bay now has the football down at the 25-yard line. So we have approximately over 1,000 points scored this regular season in regards to that. So the Saints have now allowed 496. This will be now 502 points allowed. So the Buccaneers take the 7-0 lead here at Raymond James Stadium. So apparently we did get another fumble recovery, but this time it occurred during the kickoff. So this appears now that this will be a 1st and 10. So we're going to use this E-spot pass play, and I am going to step back to pass with Mayfield. I'm going to throw this one out to Chris Godwin. So number 14 for Tampa Bay will be getting the 1st down. He did wear number 12 previously, before Tom Brady was in the picture for the Buccaneers. So we're actually going to change it up just a wee little bit. So we're just going to put in our defensive players, some of our defensive players in. So we're going to put in Devin White. And I like when they play a little bit of offense just to get the little game flow ahead of them and such. So we're going to step back 1st and 10. and I think Lavonte David is wide open, gets it into the end zone for a Buccaneers touchdown, and this is now going to be 14-0 Tampa Bay. All right, so 1st and 10, Derek Carr, he's stepping back to pass, and this is going to be an incomplete pass, 2nd down and 10 now for the New Orleans Saints. So the Buccaneers, they're already up 14-0. Saints now have 2 turnovers on the day, and they don't want to risk to get their 3rd one in the 1st quarter anyway. So this is going to be a 3rd down and 8 now for the Saints, and New Orleans are going to step back to pass. That is going to be incomplete, so this will result in a 4th and 8. All right, so now this is going to be a 1st down and 10, so Derek Carr, he's going to actually throw this pass. It is intercepted by Lavonte David, so he has a touchdown reception in this game. So this is in fact going to be a 3rd turnover of the game for the New Orleans Saints. So Tampa Bay, they're going to throw this one out to Tristan Yannick. So Yannick, he's going to break loose, dives on into the end zone for a Buccaneers touchdown. All right, so now it is 1st and 10, 21-0 here in Tampa. And now Carlton Davis gets a fumble recovery, and he's going to get this easy touchdown, and it will be 29-0 here in Tampa, Florida. So we're actually going to take a break. All right, so now this is going to be a 1st down and 10. So Derek Carr, he's actually going to hand this off to the running back. So the running back for New Orleans gets about 4 on that play. So clock's winding down pretty fast here in Tampa. So the Buccaneers are up 29-0, and we already have 1 defensive touchdown on the day. So the defensive TD is really going to make us like the team that we're going to really step up to the plate and play like we did 21 years ago. Obviously, I was 16 months at the time, and now Lavonte David gets a fumble recovery. He did have an interception earlier, so he's going to take this one all the way, and the Bucs get a touchdown to start the 2nd quarter here in Tampa. All right, so now this is 2nd down and 9. So Tampa Bay still on defense. They're up 36-0 at this point, so they're stepping back. Gets pressured. He doesn't get sacked. So 3rd and 9 for the New Orleans Saints. So they've got to step up here if they want to get 1st downs on the way. I know they're not a playoff-worthy team. They have been one of the first few teams to have been eliminated this season, and the Saints do recover. So Lavonte David now has 1 sack in the game. So it looks like he might be player of the game, NFC Defensive Player of the Week, because of his interception, touchdown, and the sack that he recorded. Not to mention he did have an offensive touchdown too. So this is now going to be 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line. So we're going to actually use the single back formation here for the offense, and Mayfield's going to step back to pass. He's going to throw this one out to Tristan Yannick. That's going to be an incompletion. So he has 91 yards. 91 yards passing-wise. And we're going to put in Devin White too. So we're going to actually use that same passing play we just did. And we're stepping back. And why am I just throwing them incompletions? I don't like to throw interceptions or incompletions. I don't think I've thrown an interception all season, but Devin White is going to get that 1st down. All right, so now we're going to actually go to the concept formation, go to the deep pass, use the verticals. I think Mike Evans will be my primary receiver there, so 2 minutes and 20 seconds are down. But he threw it too high. 3rd down and 10. I think Tampa Bay, if they don't get this one, I think we'll just probably do a fake punt or convert on 4th down. So Mike Evans wide open, dives on in, end zone, touchdown Buccaneers. We'll see you guys in after the 2-minute warning. All right, so now this is going to be a 1st down and 10. Derek Carr going to throw this pass, and that is going to be a gain of 9. So gain of 9 yards, 90 seconds are left, and they're going to actually throw this pass. I don't know why we couldn't stop them there. This is just a simple 1st and 10. We're going to blitz, and I hope that we can get something good out of this. So another incompletion thrown, and we're going to blitz again. So Tampa Bay, they're up 43 points, and they get pressured down. So 3rd down and 10, and it's going to be a difficult situation for the Saints to get touchdowns when the Bucs are just overscoring them. 4th and 10, by the way. They're going to try to attempt a long-range field goal. And the question in my mind is, will they actually get it in? It is blocked. That's going to be a blocked field goal. So 47-yard line. Nice job by the Buccaneers defense that time. So we're actually going to use a deep pass, use the verticals. I don't think you're allowed to switch out, like sub in certain players, but it is what it is. I'm not really worried about it. I'm just worried about using Mike Evans or Tristan Yannick, as in a matter of fact. So we threw the pass. It is technically incomplete. So he caught it, but they're saying he went out of bounds. So I think we're going to step up and we're going to throw this one out to Tristan Yannick. Another 3rd down. 4 touchdowns already today for Baker Mayfield. And I think Tristan Yannick had 2 of them, but now this is 3rd down conversion, and it looks like Tristan Yannick slides on into the end zone, claiming Nike scored at home plate. So now 50-0. We'll see you guys at the second half. All right, so now this is kickoff time. 50-0 is the score here in Tampa. So the Buccaneers are just vividly running this town here in Tampa. So they're just gonna break some tackles along the lines, and I think Antoine Whitfield Jr. is gonna get a kickoff return TD to begin the second half here in Tampa, Florida. So now we're gonna try to score maybe a 2-point conversion and get 58 points. So we're going to hand this off to the running back, and it is good. All right, so now this is going to be a 1st and 10, so they're going to actually hand this off to their running back, and that's going to be about a gain of 3. So 58-0 here in Tampa, Florida. So the Buccaneers are just rising up. And this is now 3rd and 1. So you gotta read the quarterback if you play on defense, if you want to get those interceptions and such. So now they do get a 1st down on this play. So 1 INT thrown. So his passer rating went downward when you get an INT and such. So keep in mind, to get the perfect passer rating, you got to get less incompletions and less INTs. But now he held on to the football, the receiver, and this is now 2nd and 2. So they're going to actually get sacked on the play, and the Buccaneers recover another fumble. So We're actually going to use like a little quick slant route, the skinny post pass play on a 1st and 10. So, Books, I think we're just going to run it this time with Mayfield. And do we get 32 yards? This is what we get, 32 yards. Like, no cap, but this game has been on fire. So we're going to throw this one out to Mike Evans. That's going to be a touchdown, and we will be up 66-0. All right, so now this is going to be a 1st and 10. So they're going to run this football, and the ball is knocked out, and I think it's Shaq Barrett who gets that fumble recovery, and it is already now 66-0. And I think Tampa Bay, no turnovers, but 7 on the Saints. So now Mike Evans, he's going to get a 1st down, so almost 300 yards passing, and we're not even ending the 3rd quarter just yet. And it's just so unbelievable how great the Buccaneers are. And now we get the touchdown, and it's going to be 73-0. All right, so 73-0. The Saints at the I formation. They're going to run this football out, and that is going to be a loss of about 2 yards. And the Buccaneers just look like the Buccaneers. Like, 285 passing yards. That's like 15 away from about 300. So now we take a sack. Joe Tyron Sharinka has now 2 sacks on the day. 3rd and 18 now. So they might have to go back even farther in yardage if they get sacked on the play. So now they're going to throw this interception by Carlton Davis III. And that is going to be another turnover on the New Orleans Saints. So I was not expecting that pass to be an interception, but I thought it would be incomplete, but he had his hands were pretty low to even catch the football anyway, and he just caught it out of nowhere. So 2nd down and 10, Mr. Baker Mayfield himself, he's going to scramble the football. And I say, you know what? I'm not going to really throw on this play. I just want to run it. I want to run it. So they're at the 30-yard line. So we're going to go to the recent plays, go use the skinny post pass play. I really like this because your receivers are somewhat deep, getting close to their end zone anyway. So now we're going to fire this one out to Tristan Yannick, and this is now going to be a 81-0, and this just ended the 3rd quarter. So this just ended the 3rd quarter. I just couldn't believe it, seeing my eyes on the screen right now, and we're actually going to hand this off, and we do get it in for 2 extra points. All right, so now 1st and 10. We just started the 4th quarter here in Tampa, so the Bucs are up 81-0. 2 INTs thrown by Derek Carr today, so 2nd down and 10. They don't want to. He does not want to throw a 3rd INT. And speaking of the INT, he just did. And it looks like Devin White is going to get a pick 6 for the Buccaneers, the first one of the game. So it's now going to be 88-0. All right, so I did get an INT, and Devin White got another interception, inevitably. So these are all running plays anyway. I'm not big on running plays. I like to throw the football and get 1st down. So 10 turnovers on the Saints already. That is just unmarvelous of them to throw. I think 4 interceptions and lose 6 fumbles. That is just outrageous. So obviously we're going to score about 100 points. So this will now be 96-0 if we do get this one into the end zone. So Baker Mayfield, he's going to actually hand this off to the halfback, and 96-0 is the score. All right, so now this is going to be a 1st down and 10, and they're going to throw this pass. It will be a 1st down, so 4 INTs. He did not want to throw a 5th interception. If they threw a 5th interception, he was going to be benched for the game. I can guarantee you that. So they're going to throw this one. No palms were out. And what I mean by palms is hands. So no hands were out and nobody caught it inevitably. So 2nd down and 10 anyway. So they're going to step back. And the ball is knocked out. Tampa Bay recovers it. And Byron Jones has 1 fumble recovery on the day. So 11 turnovers for the Saints. That is just unbelievable. But Tristan Yannick gets a 1st down and 10. That's going to be at the 29-yard line. So we're close from getting about 100 points scored. When we played against the Buffalo Bills, that primetime Thursday night game, I tell you what, we destroyed them 94-0. So I think it might have been the Texans that have allowed the most points this regular season, and it might be the Saints passing up. So Tristan Yannick scores a touchdown, and this is going to be 104-0. This is just so interesting to see along the line. So we get it in 104-0. All right, so now this is 104-0. So they're going to throw this pass. It is incomplete. So this is about 3 minutes, 8 seconds left, and the Buccaneers are up by 104 points. This is just, I think, one of the best home games we had. I think we won against the 49ers 107-0, which we might face off in the playoffs. You just never know. But they're going to actually get sacked on this play by Ryan Neal. So 2 sacks for Ryan Neal today. 4th and 17. I think the Buccaneers are just going to easily clinch the NFC South. I mean, the Panthers also have 13 wins themselves, but they're down way at the 13th. So we've got a lot of yards to step up. We've got to even think about like doing the 2 running back, 2-1 tight end, fake spike 2. I know this is 1st down and 10, but I wanted to kind of stop the game clock for a bit, and now Tristan Yannick way wide open. He's going to get this one all the way. No defenders trying to stop him, though, and we'll take the 110-0 lead. We'll see you after the 2-minute warning. Holy snap, we get an INT with Antoine Whitfield Jr., and that was just an unexpected play. So it was a pass deflector. So now it hit one of the Tampa Bay players, and then Antoine Whitfield Jr. covered it from way below, and he just returned this one all the way. Touchdown Tampa Bay. This is now going to be 120-0. So prior to today's game, they had allowed 496 yards, and we inevitably do not get the 2-point conversion because we stumbled accidentally. So 118-0. This is like the best enjoyment for Tampa Bay right now. If you're Tampa Bay sitting in the crowd, you are going to love this. And they get stopped at 22. So 118-0. They almost lost the football there. If we had recovered it, I would have loved to seen a touchdown on that play, but that's going to be an incompletion. So we're going to use the zone coverage here on 2nd down and 10. So 2nd and 10, it looks like that they're stepping back and they throw this one. That's going to be incomplete. 3rd down and 10 with 1:14 left. And it looks like that they're going to step back to pass. Actually, they're going to get sacked on this play. 4th and 19, Shaq Barrett with only 1 sack in the game. It is now 4th and 19. They want to try to convert. Question is, can the Saints convert? The answer is going to be no, because we got a defensive touchdown in our hands. So this is now going to be 125-0. I am missing out on the good plays. So Devin White just claims an INT. He's actually going to get a pick 6 right here. And this is now going to be 132-0. All right, so now this is going to be a 1st and 10. So New Orleans throws the pass. So 6 interceptions for Derek Carr today. And they're going to throw this pass. It is going to be a fumble recovery by Carlton Davis. And now we're going to be up 138-0. We're going to try to make it 139. So 15 turnovers already in today's game. And this is just going to be a keen victory for the Buccaneers. So a lot of great plays coming along the line. So 139-0. I wonder how many touchdowns we have gotten with 139 points. So we get a fumble recovery and we're actually going to get a touchdown. I think Devin White actually was fumbled and then we passed it off to Devin White. So this is now going to be 147-0 if we get the 2-point conversion. So 16 turnovers for the Saints right now. And I know they're not going to be too pleased on the plane ride home. So we'll see you guys at statistics. All right, Baker Mayfield, 151.7 passer rating, 503 yards, 11 touchdowns today. Derek Carr, 191 yards and 6 interceptions on the day. And Tristan Yannick, he had 340 yards and 7 touchdowns on the day. Mike Evans, he had 122 receiving yards and 3 touchdowns. Lavonte David had a touchdown himself. Sacks-wise, Ryan Neal, 2 sacks. Joe Tyron Shoyinka, 2 sacks. Shaq Barrett had a sack. Byron Jones, Lavonte David, and Vita Vea all had sacks. Devin White had 3 INTs. 2 of them, I think, were returned for touchdowns. Carlton Davis had an interception. Antoine Whitfield Jr. and Lavonte David themselves. I don't know if Whitfield Jr., he did get a pick 6. Carlton Davis, 2 fumbles. Kachia Kancey had 2 fumble recoveries. Marlon Tipiotu had 1. Shaq Barrett, Byron Jones, and Lavonte David all had fumble recoveries. So defensively, Devin White had 2 touchdowns. Carlton Davis had 2 touchdowns. Marlon Tipiotu had 1 touchdown. That was the fumble recovery. Antoine Whitfield Jr. was the pick 6, and I think that might have been the fumble recovery, but I believe Carlton Davis had a fumble recovery and a pick 6 at the same time. But kickoff return wise, 99-yard return by Antoine Whitfield Jr. scored for a touchdown. So all I want to say is thank you guys for watching. We'll see you guys next episode.